Whoa, what is that?
I think it's one of them old mobile devices.
You mean a phone? That's not a phone.
Yes, it is a phone. I know what a phone looks like.
It's not a phone, you idiot.
Your mother is an idiot.
What are you guys looking at?
You are looking at a phone, probably from the 1800s.
There were no phones in the 1800s, genius.
Oh, so now you invented history too?
No, I just know that is not a phone.
I wonder what this button do.
What the hell just happened?
You were right. That is not a phone.
You can't handle the truth!
That was mind-blowingly good, right? Now, if you're someone like me who always dreamed of creating your own anime series based on the stories and ideas in your head, then congratulations, you're living in the perfect time. Because with today's advanced AI tools, that dream is no longer just a dream, it's a reality. And that's exactly what I did. Whether you want to create an anime series, a short film, or a cinematic story, you can do it now. The tools have become so powerful that bringing your ideas to life is easier than ever. And in today's video, I'm going to show you step by step how I created this video. And once you see how simple the process actually is, I'm pretty sure you'll want to try it yourself. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight into the video. All right, now I created this video using Visina AI. If you watch my videos regularly, then you already know that I use this tool a lot. It's one of my favorite tools for content creation because it has a few features that I simply can't stop using. That being said, you can use any tool you prefer. Now, to get started, simply click on the link in the description and sign up. After that, you'll see an interface like this. Click on Open Studio and it will take you here. Now, the first and most important thing is your idea. Before anything else, you need to decide what kind of video you want to create. For this project, I was scrolling through Instagram Reels when I came across a funny video that gave me the idea to recreate it in my own style. Of course, you can choose any topic you like or even bring your own original ideas to life. Once I had the idea, I moved on to creating the images. Before creating the scenes, I first generated character images for all three characters. This helps maintain character consistency throughout the video, which is extremely important. In fact, I use this same process for almost every project because it makes character consistency much easier to maintain. Let me show you how. First, go to the Characters Lab tab. Next, if you already have a reference image for your character, you can upload it here. In my case, I didn't use any reference image. I simply gave it a prompt like this. Next, choose your character style and mood. There are also several advanced settings you can adjust if you want more control. Then just hit generate. And this is the character it created. As you can see, this is the exact prompt I used, and the image turned out to be amazing. Next, I created her boyfriend character. Again, a very simple prompt, nothing complicated. And finally, I created the friend character using the same process. Now, once your characters are ready, make sure you save them and give each one a name. This is important because you'll be using these saved characters later when generating scenes. As you can see, I have all three characters saved here. And now, let me show you how I generated the scenes. Now, I used the grid generation method to create all my scene images. Let me show you how. First, go to the Director's Cut tab, then choose your model. In my case, I went with OpenAI. Next, make sure Sequence is selected. This is very important. What Sequence does is generate an entire image sequence instead of a single image while keeping both the characters and the scene consistent. And that's one of the main reasons I get such good character and scene consistency throughout my videos. After that, choose your grid size. I went with a 2x2 grid. Now it's time to add your characters. For the first scene, I uploaded these two character references. Then I gave it a very simple prompt. As you can see, the prompt is extremely simple. Nothing complicated at all. Once that's done, choose your quality and aspect ratio, then hit generate and let the AI do its thing. And here is the output. See? Amazing. As you can see, it created a complete sequence rather than 4 random images. And the best part is that all 4 images follow the same story progression while maintaining consistency. It also gives you ideas for camera angles and scene composition, which is incredibly useful. Next, I went ahead and extracted the images. Let me show you how. To extract a shot, simply hover over the sequence image and click on this icon. From there, you can either extract all the shots at once or manually select the specific shots you want. That's it. It's really that simple. And here are the extracted shots. As you can see, everything remains consistent. The characters, the style, and the scene are all preserved. The only difference is that the selected shots are now available in full quality. Honestly, it's an amazing feature. Now for the next scene, I followed the same process. I added my character references, but this time I also included the previous sequence image to give the AI more context about what was happening in the story. Then I asked it to create the next sequence and hit generate. And this is the result. Again, it looks fantastic. The characters remain consistent, and more importantly, the scene continuity is maintained which makes the video generation process much easier later on. Once again, I simply extracted the shots I wanted to use. So this is basically how I created all of my images. And for this particular video, I only ended up using 4 images. These are the 4 images I used for the entire project. Okay, next, I turned the images into videos using the first and last frame method in Seedance 2. Let me show you how. First, go to the Videos tab and make sure Seedance 2 and Frames to Video are selected. Then upload your start frame and end frame images. These are the images I used for my first scene. Next, I use this prompt. As you can see, it's very detailed. And honestly, if you're using Seedance 2 and want the best results without wasting credits, detailed prompts are a must. Now let me show you how I create them because this is easily my favorite feature of the entire tool. It's very simple. Go to Prompt Lab and upload your scene image. You can also upload your character images if you want to provide additional context. Next, make sure Detailed is selected and choose your video duration. If you want multiple cuts in the video, you can enable cutscenes. In my case, I wanted a continuous shot, so I left it off. Then all you need to do is give a brief description of the scene. As you can see, I simply described the action, the dialogue, and what I wanted to happen. That's it. Now click Generate. The AI will analyze your scene image, character references, and instructions, then create a highly detailed video prompt for you. As you can see here, the generated prompt is much more detailed than anything I typed manually. Once it's ready, simply copy the prompt, go back to the Videos tab, paste it, choose your mode, aspect ratio, duration, and settings, then hit generate. And that's it. It will create the video for you. This is the first video it generated. You can see the settings I used from here, and I also used the exact prompt generated by Prompt Lab, and honestly the result is amazing. This feature is a complete game changer because it saves you a huge amount of time, effort, and most importantly, credits. Now for the next scene, I followed the exact same process. I went back to Prompt Lab, uploaded my start frame and end frame reference images, selected detailed, chose the video duration, and then gave it a simple description of the scene. And yes, please ignore my spelling mistakes. The good thing is that it doesn't really matter because the AI understands what you're trying to say and takes care of the rest. This is the prompt it generated. Again, I copied it, went back to the Videos tab, pasted the prompt, and generated the video. And this is the result. Amazing. I'm telling you guys, try it yourself. Use your regular prompts for one generation and then use Prompt Lab for another. The difference is honestly night and day. This feature is a game changer. Now for the last scene, I followed the same workflow again. These were my settings. This was the prompt generated by Prompt Lab, and this is the final output. I honestly have no words. The result came out really good. And if you think about it, I only used these 3 scenes and generated the videos a total of 4 times only. For the first scene, I only had to do 1 extra generation. And honestly, if you look at the first result, it wasn't bad at all. It was actually quite usable. But I felt it could come up with something even better, so I decided to regenerate it once more. Personally, I think the second one came out better, which is why I used it in the final video. But the first generation was also good enough, and I could have easily gone with that one as well. If I had relied on trial and error with basic prompts, I probably would have spent far more generations trying to get the same result. But because the prompts were detailed, I got usable results almost immediately. Now, I'm not saying the videos were absolutely perfect. A few extra regenerations could have made them even better. But for the purpose of this video, I didn't feel the need to keep regenerating over and over again. The results were already good enough to tell the story I wanted to tell. Next, just use your favorite video editor to put everything together. Add your clips, background music, maybe a few filters to enhance the overall look. In my case, I used CapCut, and that was it. The video was ready. So there you have it, folks, one of the easiest and most powerful ways to create amazing AI content today. Now it's your turn. Go ahead, try it for yourself, experiment with your own ideas, and start creating amazing content. If you found this video useful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, keep grinding.